Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a basic tunnel for your Minecraft city. And I'll also show you a few variations of the tunnel as well, so you can always keep it fresh. To make the tunnel, we will need an otherwise impossible large chunk of landmass, like this giant hunk of grass. I don't even know how it got here. And to make the tunnel / its surroundings, we will need all of these materials that we have handily placed in this chest. To make the most basic of basic tunnels, we want to begin on the outside of our giant piece of land, or wherever it is that we are building this, and we want to begin by placing a row of 5 light grey concrete on the ground extending up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We then want to extend to the right by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then extend all the way down to the ground like this. So this is the entrance of the tunnel. What we now have to do is hollow out said tunnel. So this is quite a lengthy process. I am going to remove all of the dirt between this side of our giant hunk of grass and the opposite side. It's going to take quite some time, although your mileage may vary depending upon where you are building this. But the point is, no matter what we are dealing with, we have to burrow all the way through and pop out the other end. I should also point out that you don't have to be too clean with this, as long as you do make sure that you hollow out the actual shape of the tunnel. If you accidentally take out some blocks of the wall or ceiling or even the floor, it doesn't really matter too much, as we will be replacing all of those anyway, so if you are a little bit messy with this, it's all good. Daylight. I never thought we'd see it. Eventually, when you have reached the other side, the next thing we are going to do is place a layer of light grey concrete all the way around the edge of the empty space that we have created. Next, we are going to remove all of the floor inside of the tunnel. This actually starts in between the pair of light grey concretes as well. So we will now connect our pair of light grey concrete rows together with a smooth stone, stone block, 3 grey concrete, 1, 2, 3, a stone, and then a smooth stone like this. We will then extend each one of these blocks all the way over to the opposite side of the build, lining up with the opposite pair of light grey concrete. We then want to place iron bars on top of the stone. We then want to remove a layer of dirt from our side wall, so the left side, and the right side as well. We then want to build a pattern into the walls. We will place a row of stone brick wall next to our light grey concrete, followed by a layer of light grey concrete, 3 rows of stone, 1, 2, 3, a layer of light grey, wall, light grey, 3 stone, 1, 2, 3, and we kind of just keep repeating this. So light grey concrete, stone brick wall, light grey concrete, 3 stone, 1, 2, 3, light grey concrete, stone brick wall, light grey concrete, 3 stone, light grey concrete, and stone brick wall. So the end result is this. So moving on to this opposite wall, we first of all want to place a row of light grey concrete, just extending across the top, connecting the front and the back of the tunnel together, and then we simply repeat the same pattern that we have made a few times already. We place a row of wall, light grey concrete, 3 stone, light grey concrete, wall, light grey concrete, and we just repeat. So 3 stone, light grey concrete, wall, light grey concrete, 3 stone, light grey concrete, wall, light grey concrete, 3 stone, light grey concrete, and then stone brick wall. We also have to place some smooth stone underneath the stone brick wall. And next we are going to remove a layer of dirt from the ceiling. So next we are simply just going to add light grey concrete to the ceiling. If you would like to add some stone to the ceiling, kind of in a similar fashion as we did to the walls, then do feel free. But I kind of like just having light grey concrete for the ceiling. So when it comes to the lighting, we have a couple of options. Both of them use redstone lamps. We can build lighting into the walls, into the ceiling, or into both. So for the walls, we simply place a light directly in the center of the wall, like this. So wherever we have the stone, we place a block of redstone or whatever power source you like with a redstone lamp in front of it. So this is what we would do to both walls. For the ceiling, in the same position this way that we placed the lamp, we would then place it in the ceiling above the middle of the road. So using the same method, we would place the lamps. It's a little bit tricky. It's actually easier if you add road markings first, but it's okay. We can use this method. It still achieves the same result. We can also apply them, or just one or the other. I kind of like just choosing one to the ceiling as well. I don't think that we need both. I think that I like the walls a little bit more because it does add a little pattern to it, but I will do both of them just as this is a showcase, and whichever you do prefer, feel free to do that one. If you have a pre-existing road, simply just connect it to the road of the tunnel. However, if you don't have a pre-existing road, we are going to remove 12 rows outside of the tunnel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we want to remove literally just in between all of the light grey concrete. First of all, we will simply just extend the grey concrete road all the way to the end of the hole that we've just dug. And then we will place smooth stone beside it. Then I'm just going to add oak leaves to the side of this, just on the left and right, just to keep this boxed in. It also just adds another material that's just not some shade of grey. Let's add some road markings. The road markings are going to start just in front of the tunnel. We will dig 1, 2, 3 rows. Leave a gap of 3, 1, 2, 3, and then dig 3 more, 1, 2, 3, and then leave a gap of 3, 1, 2, 3, and we would repeat this as much as necessary. But inside of these empty spaces, we will have the white concrete, and if you like, you can repeat this into the tunnel. It actually lines up perfectly with where we have the stone in the walls. Next, we are going to have some lampposts. So I'm going to place the lampposts lining up with the center of these road markings on the outside of our leaves. This is 3 stone brick wall, 1, 2, 3, with a beacon next to the wall extending inwards with stone slabs above. And these just make some pretty nice looking streetlights. Feel free to choose a different variation. It also looks good in black as well, and white. Any of the sort of universal colours, black, white and grey, look pretty much good in for everything, really. There is an option to add traffic lights to the entrance of the tunnel, as this is kind of like a one-way tunnel. This does make sense. It also looks cool. So to make these, we place a polished black stone wall next to the tunnel with a couple of black concrete on top. We only really need 1, but I think it looks better with 2, so we'll place 1 on the opposite side also, throw down the loom, open it up, yellow banner in there with some red dye, apply the chief pattern, throw lime in there and apply the base pattern, throw black dye in there and apply the boudoir indented pattern. Easiest traffic light you will ever make, stick that on the black concrete, and there you have the entrance to your tunnel, or exit depending upon how you look at this. And the thing is, once you have done that on one side of your tunnel, you are going to want to go ahead and do the exact same thing on the opposite side. Of course, do bear in mind, you don't have to be strict with digging 12 rows this way and making sure the tunnel and the road and everything is straight. If you have to adapt it and add a curve or more or less blocks, then do feel free to do so. You're meant to adapt this into your world, So that is how you make a single car tunnel for your city. However, with one quick little adaptation, we are able to turn the single tunnel into a double tunnel. We aren't going to go through the entire process as it remains almost the same as the single tunnel, but with one key difference. If you want to make a tunnel large enough to have 2 lanes for your vehicles, you begin by placing a row of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 light grey concrete on top of each other. However, instead of only extending to the right by 8, we extend to the right by 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we extend to the ground and we begin the process again. We hollow out the tunnel. We place the light grey concrete all the way along the outside of the opposite end. We remove all of the floor inside of the tunnel. We then connect the light grey concretes together in the ground by placing 1 smooth stone, 1 stone, and then 7 grey concrete, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1 stone, 1 smooth stone. And then we extend each one of these blocks all the way through to the opposite side of the tunnel. This is another one of the key differences. The road is more than double the size of the previous road. With this major change made, the rest is very, very similar to the previous smaller tunnel. We remove all of the dirt from the side walls. We apply our pattern to it. Remember to replace underneath the stone brick walls. Next, remove a layer of dirt from the ceiling and replace that dirt with light grey concrete. We would then add the same light source as we did in the previous tunnel, either into the walls or into the ceiling. In this iteration, I'm only going to add it into the walls. I especially like this in the larger version. Next, add a stone brick wall on the ends of the row of stone that we have built next to the road with iron bars in between them. I'm also going to build road markings into the center of the road, lining up with the middle of the walls. So where we have the stone built into the walls, that is where we want road markings in the road. And as you can see, it just works out perfectly. Which just leaves us to decorate the outside of the tunnel, which we are going to do almost in the exact same way as the smaller version, minus the traffic lights. It doesn't really make any sense to have them, considering the fact that we have 2 lanes. So there is one final bit of detail that you can choose to add. I'm not certain that it makes sense, but I do kind of like it. I'll let you guys be the judge. So we're going to place 2 black concrete on the ends of our railings here on top of the walls, thread on loom, open it up, red banner in there with black dye, apply the bourgeois indented pattern, and then slap that on the black concretes. And they're not traffic lights per se, but they are some sort of important light. And I do think that it does kind of add something to the tunnel, but it also doesn't necessarily make sense. But does it have to? That's the thing. I think it looks kind of cool. It's up to you whether you want to add it. And there we go, tutorial over. That is how you make both a single wide and double wide tunnel for your city. However, this video is not over. We must now add our tunnel into our city. This is going to be tricky. You know, there isn't exactly anywhere in the city currently that we can use this to its fullest potential to connect 2 areas together that wouldn't otherwise be connected. But we can place this on the edge of the city, maybe even leading out of the modern suburbs, and this can take us to a different part that doesn't quite exist yet. I think that this is the best use for the tunnel for me for now. We're gonna have to build something cool in the future that connects to the other end of this tunnel. And that is that, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Click that little bell next to the subscription button to ensure that you get all my videos sent directly to your sub box. If you would like to make anything else by me, please check the description below for the mini city builds playlist. We have over 100 builds in there for you to enjoy. Alternatively, the sidebar, hopefully the next upcoming video, YouTube, or just check the channel. Consider becoming a channel member today and you will gain access to a cool avatar next to your name, some unique emojis, and access to my mini city design world containing every single build that has been added to Mini City to date. This is well over 100 builds, all chronologically ordered. Java edition only. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.